And we're back. I didn't really go anywhere. I just kind of hit stop on the last video and then hit start on this one. Tricks of the trade, people. Anyway, let's talk about this year, 2021, some goals. I don't know. I have a general idea, but kind of just setting goals to look forward to. Not like I'm painstakingly every day trying my hardest to reach them. I'm just working a little bit at a time, kind of keeping them in the back of my mind, on the whiteboard, on the computer, somewhere, visible. And like, okay, I want to reach this thing at some point. These are very general goals. And then like, as the time progresses, as the year progresses, I'll like specify kind of when I want to do things. But let's talk general for right now. Just general goal setting. So at least this year, I want to do at least 2 to 3 EPs. And I don't know how that's going to work out. As in like the details, like how many tracks from the EPs, what makes them up. But in a general sense, 2 to 3 EPs. I already have one's in the bag because that's how schedules work. And that's due out in April. But most of those were written last year, so it doesn't really count. So I want to write 2 to 3 new EPs that will most likely come out towards the end of the year into next year. Again, that's just how really schedules work. And within those, I want at least 4 vocal tracks being me on vocals, just because I want to keep pushing myself. And then if any other like feature kind of things like me collabing with anyone else comes up, then yeah, that counts too. But it's kind of something I'm juggling with, like producing them myself and then also doing the vocals. It seems a bit much at times. Like, I don't know. It's a weird, that's another video, but just like doing everything yourself, which isn't like a big deal. It's not something that happens a lot. It's very much like a singer-songwriter kind of thing, and there aren't a lot of people that do it. Like Degs produced a few tracks on his album, like did the production and the singing. Caliber does it a lot. I don't know a whole lot of other people that do. Aria does it, but I don't know. It's something I'm juggling with. But like, I'm okay with it, but I don't know how like widely perceived it is, and I'm gonna find out because I'm gonna do it anyway.
Somebody stop me!
That's a good way to sum that point up. So yeah, 2 to 3 EPs. I mean, obviously that's like 2 to 3 tracks each. At least 4 out of those 12 maybe tracks are vocal tunes for me. We'll see how that goes. We'll do some more remixes, because remixing is fun, but not just remixing everything. I'm not talking about bootlegs either, like official remixes. So people, hit me up for some remixes. I have a few. Again, I did like end of last year that are coming out this year, so that's gonna be cool. Yeah, that's something I want to work on, just remixing, building up my catalog of work, obviously making more tunes in any way I can, whether it's originals or remix. Maybe writing tunes for other people, not necessarily in like a ghost producer kind of way, but in a, how like singers feature the producer kind of thing, or I don't know. We'll see how it happens, how it works out. But another would be just more like doubling down on like my goals for last year, more cohesive works. Just keep working on that. My sound, I feel, is not narrowing, but it's more focused after really working at it last year. So it's not like all over the place in a messy way, but it's still like I can kind of glide my way through different sounds without it seeming weird now. One thing I want to do, because I do all these videos and these informational tutorial type things, I want to make like a course, and I put down like a Skillshare course, but it could be on like any platform, but just something that's kind of like more step by step than I usually do, that carries from like the end of a concept all the way to the beginning of a concept all the way to the end, and thoroughly explains each little facet of it. And I have like a lot of notes and almost like fully written like documents and stuff. They're like, one's on like self-releasing and being an independent musician, like setting up everything from your look, like marketing yourself, setting up all your stores and your distribution, stuff like that, and going over release schedules and how to time those things and reaching out to promos and networking, all the stuff that I like did early on, because that's just what I like doing, you know, before I started working with more labels and stuff now. And again, it's one of those things that's just not out there in an in-depth kind of way. It's always like, yeah, use SoundCloud and then use Bandcamp and then just put the music out there and call your friend and they'll call their friend. But that's just not how things work anymore. And that doesn't really help for anyone. Very vague advice. It's like, hey, yeah, do it. So how do I do it? No, just do it. But try to combat that in some sense. And honestly, that could be done if I wasn't like lazy, but it could be done already. But you know how it is. 2020, that's my excuse. MC Excuses, by the way. That's this year's name. Last year was MC Monotone because I talk like this. And now it's MC Excuses because I have an excuse for nearly everything. If you haven't learned, I do follow through though. So at least I got that going for me, which is nice.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Rona permitting, hope we all get this, like, I hope the world can come together. I want to, you know, do more live shows, get back out in the world. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Hospital on the Beach can happen. And if it does, I will see you there. And anything else that happens towards the end of the year, hopefully next year, hopefully again, or you'll just see me on twitch.tv/WinslowXYZ. Blew it. Let's just restart. Oh man, that was terrible. That's kind of it. Other than the general things, just, you know, more music, more intentional kind of projects, me just kind of figuring myself out as an artist as I grow into the more career-minded, career-oriented kind of view. Like, I've always kind of looked at things in the long term, but now there are developments and things that are actually making this long term and more of a career than hobby / career. You could do it. So more on that later. But other than that, I'm excited. I don't sound excited. It's morning. I need something more to drink. I haven't had my tea today. Stuff on Patreon. I'm working on that a bit more. If you've been on there, I've been paying attention because I do still post about it. It's been more consistent. I'm still not like an everyday kind of thing, or like some people are. They can just like drop samples. Like I don't care for samples. I don't think anyone would come to me for like drum samples, because we all really have the same thing. So it's kind of like, what do you find value with? What would you like to see? So there's always videos before anyone else, like before they're public videos and things like that. There's the Discord channel if you want to be a part of that. There's going to be few more things, not like the full-on course type stuff, but just more let's say career oriented thing, like the serious stuff no one really wants to talk about, but at some point you're going to have to come across it. Like discussions like that happen there, and within the Discord basically is where kind of everything happens. And just overall other little freebies and tunes and mixes and whatever else I feel like giving away, that all happens there. So if that sounds good to you, you know, if you can derive some value, check it out. I'm not going for just money, you know. If I wanted money, I'd be, I don't know, in house music or making lo-fi hip-hop beats, which segue, Winslow Beats to Study and Relax to with me and Schologrim is out now. Yeah, that's our grab at money. All in all, more music, more stuff from me, more of the usual, just are in higher quality, I guess, more consistent, tailored. You let me know what you want to see. I'll see what I can do on an actual like weekly kind of turnaround, because I have the time to do it. If you want to sign, if you want to join Patreon or just join the Discord, you can just like join Patreon for a month, then stop it. You're in the Discord for life, unless I feel like kicking you for some reason, and I won't, but someone else might. That's it. That's it really. I'm looking forward to 2021. I'm not going to try to outline what I want to do every single week, but these broad goals and aspirations, I know I'm going to work towards, and I'm saying them publicly because I know you're all going to pester me about them, because I do the same for you. So let me know what you want to, like, your goals, what you want to accomplish. Trust me, I will be on your ass. It's like, did you do it? Are you working towards it? Why not? And, you know, As long as you're not like on some MC excuses me level of, well, I just, you know, tell if you want help, I'll help. If you don't, I might encourage you still. Anyway, that's about it. I'm out of here. Time to work on some tunes and try to make a cup of tea with the right amount of ingredients so it doesn't taste disgusting. Yeah.